Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell High School Football on WellsCountyVoice.com. This is Greg Van Meter along with Reese Schwartz this evening. Matt is not with us this evening. We hope to have him back next week. Is that right, Reese?
Yes, he will be back next week.
Very good. Well, we've got a beautiful evening here at the Courtyard. It is a special night at the Courtyard this evening, as not only is it homecoming, it's also a celebration of the first Norwell football team. That was in 1968, Reese.
A long time ago.
I was 6.
Oh. I was.
So you're saying I'm old, is what you're saying. That's okay.
I never said
it's
that.
All right. It's all right.
I never said that.
It's all right. It's 50th anniversary. Reese is making fun of me, but that's okay.
I never said you were old.
It's going to be a fun night. The 68 senior class was just recognized, and we'll talk about them as we go through the evening this evening. A nice handout was put together with old pictures of that squad and a list of the players. It's time now for our national anthem. Great job, as always, by Norwell's marching band, the Marching Knights. Those are sharp uniforms they've got this year. Should be able to see them on your computer screen, although you'll see them better if I can get rid of this overlay. There we go. We appreciate you joining us this evening. Should be a very good game between your Norwell Knights and the visiting Bellmont Braves. Bellmont, I believe, is 1-2 along with Norwell. Norwell lost to Leo last week 42-0, and it sounded like that was pretty much a not a rout necessarily, Reese, but Leo really controlled that football game.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they got out to a quick lead, scored like 3 times in the first couple of minutes of that game, and just kind of never looked back. So Norwell looking to get back to winning ways here this evening at the Courtyard. We've got a nice night, a little overcast, no wind to speak of, a little unusual this time of year, and I believe it's a very comfortable about 64 degrees here as we get ready for game time. The crowd's still filing in, good crowd on the Norwell side this evening, and what we're looking for from the Knights tonight is just getting back to that good mixture of runs and passes. That really led to a lot of success at Heritage. Joe Taylor was able to complete a number of quality passes in that game, a couple for touchdowns, and it really loosened things up for Ringer and Kelly out of the backfield. I know Bryce had a really good game last week for the Knights. We look to continue that. Hope he can continue that this evening as the teams get ready to come out on the field. We've got about 5 minutes or so until game time. Of course, you're listening to the Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann's is located in downtown Bluffton, and they're your local source for Tex-Mex and American food and some of the best burgers in the area. They're located at 113 North Main in Bluffton. We'll take a break and be back after these words from our sponsors.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-3100 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home.
Welcome back to the Courtyard and the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. I see Dean Pantazzi's here from 21 Alive News, carrying the camera. Back in the day, Reese, he never had to carry a camera.
Oh.
They always had a cameraman with him that did all the heavy lifting. But with media cuts these days, Dean is on his own. Let's take a look at some of Norwell's season stats to date, provided to us by Derek Decker. As we mentioned, the Knights lost last week 42-0 to Leo. The week before that, of course, was their first win in quite a while. Really happy for Coach Gerber, and not being here last week, I didn't get to talk about that. But big win for the program at Heritage, 28-27 a couple of weeks ago. And opening night against Eastbrook, which Eastbrook's just a fantastic team. After pummeling the Knights here in week one, 54-13, they went over to Huntington, and I think it was 62-0 over at Huntington that they beat them. So a very good team in Eastbrook. We talked about Carson Ringer and Bryce Kelly. Bryce had a great week last week. They're the two leading runners for Norwell on the season so far. Carson with a total of 166 yards gained over the first three games, and Bryce Kelly with 142 yards over that same time period. From a passing perspective, Joe Taylor is 17 of 34 with 2 interceptions, as that train horn marks the entry of Norwell's squad to the field, as Bellmont's team is in the east end zone, gathered up. The Knights at midfield, dancing on the N logo. Back to those stats. Joe has obviously thrown the vast majority of the passes. Brendan Glasgow threw the only other 2 completions so far in the year for the Knights. From a receiving perspective, Christian Bohada leading the way from a yardage perspective with 58 yards on 5 receptions to this point. The team's has caught a total of 19 passes, as Landon Geiger right behind Christian at 4, and Eli Riley and Carson Ringer both with 3 catches apiece so far on the season. As a team, phone coming in. Well, here's the situation. The stats are on my phone because the printer that Derek normally uses is down. So he emailed me the stats. From a team perspective, Norwell's gotten 35 first downs, given up 49 on the year. They've gained 344 yards on the ground, given up 820. That's kind of been their weakness so far this year. They're even with opponents in passing yardage at 225. So their total offense at 569 is just a little over half of what they've given up at 1045 to this point. Their punting has actually been pretty good, considering they're using primarily Eli Riley, a freshman, to bunt, as he's averaging a little over 27 yards a punt. And I missed the coin toss. Did you catch that, Reese?
Bellmont won.
Bellmont won it, and are they receiving in the first half, or did they defer?
That's the part I did not catch.
Well, we'll find out pretty quickly here, as this one is just about set to get underway. We'll keep those season stats available as we go through the ball game. And, of course, Derek will update us via email with halftime and complete game stats. Looks like Norwell will be receiving. The freshman that we talked about, Eli Riley, will be the deep back. Just in front of him will be Landon Geiger and Bryce Kelly on his right and left side, respectively. Kicking off for Bellmont will be, looks like, number 33. I believe that's Carter. No, that's not Carter Hill. That's too tall to be Carter Hill. Might be. Well, we'll get a better look at his number as he turns to head back. 35? I don't have a 35. Well, 35 is not on my list of players. So he's wearing a number that he normally doesn't. As tall as he is, definitely over 6'3", or excuse me, over 6 foot. And our mystery player is ready to kick off for the Braves. And we are underway at the courtyard. A short kick, fielded at about the 30. Good hands by, I believe that's number 3. It is Christian Bohada. Boy, great hands there by Christian to field a tumbling line drive kick at the 30-yard line. And he brings it all the way back to the Norwell. I believe they're going to mark it at the 49, and that's where they'll start their offense here from the right hash mark. So good field position to start this one for the Knights. Joe Taylor in the backfield, along with Carson Ringer. A pass to open things up out to the left. That's Garrison Breggy, and Garrison with a nice gain. He stays in bounds on the far side and picks up about 5 yards. Update our stats here, as it'll be second and about 5 for the Knights. So Norwell into Bellmont territory early on here. Well, I guess we don't have the stats on the scoreboard line this evening, so we'll try to keep you well informed, as that's Ringer. And we'll see where they spot it. It's going to be just short of a first down, so that'll bring up third and a short 1 for the Knights. Yep, not on that scoreboard. Bellmont in red on the scoreboard this evening. Norwell in blue. Norwell in their navy uniforms with gold numbers. Bellmont in their white road jerseys with red and blue numbers. As another handoff, and that is not going to be enough for the first down. And the Knights are going to punt. That was Carson Ringer on the carry, and he actually might have lost about 6 inches on that. So Knights, after a good first couple of plays, are having to kick it away with the ball spotted at Bellmont's 42-yard line. It'll be Eli Riley. We talked about him a little bit, the freshman, punting for the Knights. Well, I'll tell you what, they did a nice job sprucing up the press box here. New paint on the walls as Riley, it's a fake punt, and Eli's got the first down and a couple of yards more. Boy, that worked out very well for the Knights, as they will pick up their first down of the evening. Not a lot of deception in that play. Eli just kind of surveyed what was in front of him and took off around the right side. The first down, the ball spotted at the Bellmont 38-yard line. Joe Taylor in the backfield with Carson Ringer. 3 receivers wide left. Taylor throwing left, and it's caught and knocked out of his hands by Garrison Brady. Garrison was really in a vulnerable position there and really got stuck by number 2. Boy, I'll tell you what, looks like number 2 to me. And actually, it might have been Mills that broke that pass up. Regardless, it's 2nd and 10 for the Knights. The pass was just a little bit high. There's Ringer up the middle. He's got some room and out close to a first down. That was Colin Mills on the tackle. And they're going to say it is a first down for the Knights. I knew that was awfully close. The ball's spotted at the 28. Taylor jogs back into the huddle. Joe gets a good aerobic workout on every play, doesn't he, Reese?
Sure does.
He runs back and forth from the sideline to the huddle on every play. As he claps his hands, there's the snap. He'll hand off to Ringer. Ringer up the middle again, bounces right and across the 25 down to about the 22-yard line. We'll make it 2nd and about 4 for Norwell. Norwell doing a good job sustaining a drive here, and that fake punt was a big part of it. We're under 9 minutes left in the first quarter, 8:40. Norwell on the march. They have thrown it a couple times. They've completed 1 of 2 passes. Taylor again hands it off to Ringer. He goes over the left side this time, and I think he's just about a yard short of the first down. He is. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Knights. Bellmont side starting to fill in a little bit with a late arriving crowd. We got started about right on time, maybe even a couple minutes early. And we've got a whistle, an official timeout. Now they're ready to go. Not sure what that delay was for. Taylor gives it to Ringer again. Ringer with first down and more. He's down to about the 15-yard line. And there's Norwell with another first down. Ringer will take a break. And I believe Bryce Kelly is in there for this play. Yep, that's Kelly behind Taylor. Taylor standing on the 20. Ooh, high snap, but he's able to corral it. Oh, and Bryce lost a football. And Bellmont recovered. He got stripped at about the 10-yard line. He had a nice gain and unfortunately turned it over. So, boy, Norwell had a great drive going there. Bellmont will take over on the turnover. The ball spotted at about the 7-yard line. Boy, tough break there for the Knights. As my headphones are fading in and out a little bit. Yours okay, Reese?
They're doing the same.
Okay. It's the connection here. It's handed off and still no whistle. Finally, the ball's blown dead. There we go. That was, no, I'm not sure who it was on the carry. The quarterback is Jonathan Wilder, just a sophomore. I remember him last year playing as a freshman. Not sure who the ball carrier was there. We'll figure it out as we go along. Wilder kept it for that one. And it'll bring up 3rd down for the Braves. Bryce Kelly on the tackle for the Knights. And we've got an issue here, Reese. Hopefully everybody can hear us okay at home. As the headphones playing some tricks with us this evening. Noah Macklin out to this near side. Excellent player for the Braves. He's a junior as a flag is thrown on the snap. It is a penalty on Bellmont. They say it's a false start, and that'll move them back 5 yards. It'll remain third down. And about 8 once they move the chains, the marker. Just a little over 6 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Wilder looking to throw. Gets downfield and off the fingertips of the intended receiver was Aaron Lehrman, number 16. He's a 6'4" junior. Lehrman almost made a spectacular grab. Bellmont will have to kick it away. Their kicker located in the end zone. Haven't been able to see his number yet. It's a good snap and a decent kick, end over end. Bounces in favor of Bellmont, and that's going to roll all the way out to the 46-yard line. A good kick by Trevor Ortiz. Trevor is senior, listed at 5'11", 155. Norwell will take over with, again, good field position. They started this one off on their first drive at their own 49. They'll start this one from Belmont's 46. So Norwell put together a good drive on their first possession. Just had a tough play there to end it on the turnover. Ringer will drive through the line across the 45-yard line. They may mark that about the 43. Gain of about 3 for Carson. That'll make it 2nd and 7. We talked about the fact that it is homecoming this evening, so halftime will be a little longer than normal. And what I do not have, Reese, is I don't have the homecoming court. You think you know all of them?
Not all of them.
Yeah. Will you know them when you see them? No?
No.
No. Okay. I thought I'd check. Ringer again on the carry. Brought down by Stahl. And it'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Knights. Carson picked up about a yard on that play. Well, with 2 receivers split to each side, 4.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. The third down play is another running play, and Ringer got a couple yards, but he's pretty well short of the first down, and the Knights will bring on the kicking team. The punter, Eli Riley, is already out there. He's a receiver for the Knights, typically on the left side of the line of scrimmage. The deep back for Bellmont, I believe, is Mike Metz back there. No, it's not Mike Metz. There's the kick. It's a decent kick. Actually, deep is Trevor Ortiz. Boy, that takes a great bounce. And it ends up being down on the Bellmont 1-yard line by Christian Bohada. Boy, what a bounce that thing took. I thought it was going to stop at about the 7, and it just kind of took a left turn, continued rolling, got all the way down to the 1-yard line. That is a very favorable occurrence for the Knights. Mm-hmm. As we mentioned in the pregame show, we've also got a number of the 67-68 squads here from Norwell. And that was the very first team that they had. Coach Dilbone was the first coach for Norwell. First head coach. Sullivan and Rose were coaches on that squad as well. As the inside handoff does not get very far. That was Ortiz with the carry, and he only picked up about 3 yards. So the ball marked it just inside the 5. As we mentioned, the quarterback for Bellmont, 6'3" sophomore, Jonathan Wilder. He got quite a bit of experience last year as a freshman. Good sized young man. Listed at 165 pounds. That's not bad for a sophomore. In motion was Cullen Mills, and another penalty on Bellmont. That'll move him back half the distance to the goal line. And it'll make it 2nd and about 7. Well, actually 2nd and about 9, because it's half the distance to goal, which was about the distance of their first offensive play in that series. 2:49 left here in the first quarter. Back in 67, the team picture was sponsored by Bayer Drugstore in Ossian. Needless to say, that no longer exists. It looks like the handout that they put together for everybody was part of the yearbook from 67, 68. Gosh, Brad Crick, I know that name. The Knights only played a 7-game schedule back then. The pitch to the right, that's number 3, Cullen Mills. An excellent pursuit by the Knights defense. Drops Mills for a loss. Garrison Breggy, good tackle in the backfield. Will make it 4th down again, and Bellmont will be punting out of their own end zone again. Just 1:40 left in this first quarter. It's gone fast, as the longest drive was by the Knights. The opening drive of the game resulted in a turnover back to Bellmont. Bellmont just hadn't moved the football at all. Oh boy, that is a great punt. Drives the receivers back. It hit the Bellmont player, number 37, Noah Sinclair, and that's where they'll mark the football. It actually hit off his helmet, and they're going to mark it at about the 46-yard line. That's where Norwell will take over with about 1:15 left here in the first quarter. After it hit Sinclair's helmet, it bounced about another 5 yards or so, but the official doing a good job of picking up on the play, and the ball spotted where it was touched at the 46. So Norwell again with excellent field position. They've had it all night so far. Taylor looks right, the pass out to Bohata, and it's through his hands. It's going to be called an incomplete pass, and well, I'll tell you, that was very close to being a lateral. Trevor Ortiz was right there, fell on the football. Christian also knew it was close as he was trying to pursue it in a rapid fashion, but they just call it an incomplete pass. It'll make it 2nd and 10 for Norwell. We will do our best to try to identify the homecoming court for you. Didn't get a handout on that this evening. Norwell's cheerleaders making a lot of noise out there as Ringer is racked up in the backfield by Ortiz. Freed on the tackle. Freed is number 9. To get Ortiz and Freed mixed up, it's kind of tough to. Ortiz is out here playing a corner, on the left side of the line of scrimmage for Bellmont. Freed is in the middle. He's a linebacker for Coach Ballard. Ballard in his first year at Bellmont. Marty Ballard. 5 assistant coaches in Decatur. Taylor back to pass again. He looks downfield. He's got Bohata open, and Bohata hauls it in at about the 25-yard line. Excellent pass by Joe Taylor, and Bohata did a great job of wrapping up that football. Big gain for the Knights. Biggest gain of the ball game for either team to this point. Also on the track for Norwell is, I believe that's the dance team. Is that right, Reese?
Mm-hmm.
In their silver palms and sweatpants. Also navy jerseys, as they call them. Combination shirt jersey.
Sure.
That's what they call them. You got to trust me, Reese. First quarter comes to an end. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Knights as they switch ends. We'll be back with the action after these words from our sponsors.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to the courtyard. I also want to mention a couple of our other sponsors here while we've got a moment. Here we go. Be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing. Owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that's best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first home improvement. You can reach him at 260-307-6313. I've talked to James several times. Great guy. Does a very good job repairing several roofs in my neighborhood right now. Bohata in motion. Taylor with the handoff to Ringer. Ringer's got a little bit of room. And a nice gain by Carson down to about the 21-yard line. The tackle made by Mills again. Boy, Colin Mills has really been active. Mills, a defensive back that's also actually he's playing what looks like an outside linebacker position for the Braves. Norwell on the move, 3rd and 5. And another handoff to Ringer, and he gets clobbered in the backfield. That was 62. Braden Shaw, large young man, listed as 6'6", 235, and he was into the backfield very quickly after Carson was handed the football. It's a loss of about 4. It'll bring up 4th and 9, and it's 4-down territory for the Knights, with the ball spotted at the 25. 3 receivers to the right. Riley, Bohata, and Breggy out there for Joe Taylor. And Joe's back to pass. He steps up in the pocket, and he is going to be brought down just beyond the line of scrimmage. That will turn it over on downs to the Braves. So another drive stalls out for the Knights. The tackle was made by Braden Shaw again. Shaw's really having a good night on the defensive side of the ball for Bellmont. Playing a line position on both sides of the ball for the Braves. Wilder set to receive the snap. He pitches right. That's Colin Mills, and he is met at the line, just beyond the line of scrimmage, by Christian Bohata. Boy, it's really made a difference in this Norwell squad on both sides of the ball, having Christian Bohata back. He was not able to play week 1. He has really played well The senior kind of doing it all for the Knights, catching passes, leading the team in receiving. Making a lot of strong tackles on the defensive side of things. Wilder under center. He will hand it off again, and driving forward for a few was Freed. It'll bring up third and a long, we'll call it 3. Landon Geiger in on the tackle for Norwell, credited with a tackle. As Aaron Lehrman will head to the sideline. He's replaced by 81. It's Luke Strickler. He's split wide left. Bellmont with a couple of running backs in there in the backfield. The third down play is a handoff, and we've got a whistle. It's going to be illegal motion again on Bellmont. That's their third penalty of that nature already this evening. We're just at about 9:13 left in the first half. Boy, and those penalties have been costly for the Braves. That'll make it third and about 8 now for Bellmont. Wilder under center. He's not tried to throw much at all tonight so far. Now he's going to throw, looks left, and he's going to be wrapped up for a loss and sacked all the way back to about the 20-yard line. Looks like Preston Graham credited with the sack. Also in on that play was Cole Lewison, finishing it off. Breggy and Riley will be back just beyond midfield to receive this punt. Again, I believe that's Trevor Ortiz doing the kicking for Bellmont. Soft snap, another good kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 46 and brought down almost immediately was Eli Riley. Noah Macklin credited with the tackle. Yeah, that is Trevor Ortiz, number 8. He's knocked a couple really good punts already this evening. Reese, I think it's going to cool down once that sun goes down.
It will.
Glad I brought my jacket. It's not the mid-70s as it has been the first 3 weeks of the season. It's starting to feel like fall a little bit. All the leaves still in the trees, though. As it's Bohata on the end around, able to gain a few yards for Norwell. Brought down by Mike Metz. I know he was in on the tackle, number 1. Yep. Metz is a 5'11" senior. So about a 3-yard pickup for Christian. We'll make it 2nd and 7 for the Knights. Spotted right at the 49-yard line. Boy, those cheerleaders are making noise tonight. 3, 6, 9, 12. More than that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 cheerleaders out there. Almost enough to play offense and defense. Joe Taylor kept it. Might have gained a yard. They give him credit for 2, so that'll make it 3rd and 7, 3rd and 5 for the Knights.
3rd and 5 on the 47.
Game clock ticking down to about 7 minutes left in this second quarter. And we have really moved along. I mean, we started this game just barely a half hour ago. Well, under a half hour ago. That is moving. That'll get you home for an early supper, Reese. Or did you already have supper?
Nope, not yet.
Did you have Little Caesars?
Had a few pieces of that.
Ah, there you go. I thought you might have gotten my piece. Taylor throws it, and it's caught. That's close to a first down. Gosh, what a great catch by Landon Geiger. I thought Taylor was actually trying to throw that ball away, and Geiger hauled it in close to a first down. They're going to call the chains, I believe. Well, they I'll tell you, it's hard for me to see the ball between the players, but I've got a view of it, and I think he might have got the first down, Reese. If so, that's a heck of a play for the Knights. If not, it'll bring up fourth down. As the chains are stretched out. And it is a first down for the Knights. Wow, great play by Landon Geiger to haul that pass in. Had to kind of dive/fall for it at the 42, and the Knights continue this drive. Boy, it'd be nice for him to put up some points here before the half ends.
First and 10 for the Knights on the 42.
Taylor in shotgun formation with Ringer back there with him. Bohata goes in motion. The handoff is to Ringer, and Ringer bursts through the hole. He's got some room, and he's down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, good burst of speed there by Carson. Excellent blocking by the offensive line. And Norwell almost to the red zone again. This is where their first drive of the game stalled out. Hopefully the Knights can keep this one going right on into the end zone. Boy, there is no wind out there whatsoever. That's very unusual here at the Courtyard. Usually we've got at least a slight breeze coming out of the west. Pregame in motion. He gets the ball, turns upfield. He's got some room inside the 15. And boy, that little short pitch to the men in motion is really working well for the Knights. It'll be 2nd and 8 as the ball is spotted at about the 13, just inside the 13 actually. Norwell just needs to take care of the football here as they march toward the end zone. Taylor hands it off to Ringer again. Ringer across the 10. That'll be a first down for the Knights. Boy, Norwell's really piling up the first downs in this first half. The tackle was by Steinbeck.
First and goal for the Knights on the 9.
Norwell now first and goal. Second time in the red zone this evening. Norwell's numbers on the sideline, not quite Bellmont's. A couple of years they'll be there. Coach Gerber building a new tradition here as, again, Carson Ringer does a great job keeping his balance, gets inside the 5. Colin Mills credited with the tackle, as he was the one that tripped up Carson was able to stay on his feet for a few more yards. It'll be second and goal at the 4. Ringer's still out there in the backfield with Taylor. 3 receivers on the short side of the field. Taylor fakes it, pass. Ringer loses it, and that's going to be another fumble in the red zone as Bellmont recovers. Sam Weiss with the coverage. That might be Wiss, actually. He's a 6-foot junior, and boy, another tough play. It was a pitch to Carson, and I don't know if he took his eyes off of it, but it kind of fumbled out of his hands and bounced off his knee, and there were no other Knights in the area. So the Knights with another tough end to a drive. 4:18 left in this second quarter. Wilder hands off inside. Oh, good job of keeping his balance as Caden Freed. And Freed's only a sophomore as well. 5'10", 180, very solid sophomore. That's a pretty thick sophomore at 180 pounds and that height. The play brought in by Luke Strickler. Wide receiver split wide to the left for the Braves. Boy, and that's just another tough end to a drive for the Knights. Still kind of shaking my head over that one. And the runner, I believe, actually Wilder might have kept that. regardless, he's stacked up quickly. And the ball will be spotted at the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. Gavin Laley credited with the tackle.
3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Braves. As coming into the defense for the Knights, Belden Glasgow. Glasgow, just a sophomore. Good-looking athlete. Excellent baseball player as well. And Wilder keeps it, and I think he got the first down. Credited with the tackle, Cole Lewison, but not before the Braves pick up the first down. The first downs have been few and far between for the Braves so far this season. Wilder hands this one off inside, and he fumbled the ball. We'll have to see who recovered it, as it just kind of squirted out of his hands as he crossed the 21-yard line. Looks like Bellmont able to recover. Matt Laughlin with the carry and the recovery. Laughlin, a 5'9" senior, and another official's timeout. I think somebody's... Oh, yeah, it's an equipment malfunction. Actually, he might have a little blood. That's Landon Geiger, I believe. Getting tended to. I think that's Geiger. He's fine. He's just got scratched. 2nd and about 7 for the Braves. In motion was number 3. There's a short pass. It's caught by Laughlin, and he is out across the 30-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Braves. There is a flag on the play. That was Colin Mills that was in motion for Bellmont. We'll have to check to see what that flag was thrown for. There was certainly a sense in the press box that a flag should be thrown, and a Norwell Knight is down here momentarily. While they tend to him, we'll take a quick break and be back after these words from Bluffton Family Eye Care.
It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424. Or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Well, Norwell's player is still down. The penalty flag was a personal foul on Bellmont. So I'm thinking that will move the ball back quite a bit. As checking to see who that was. He seems to be okay. Yeah, it looks to be number 18, Belden Glasgow. But he's came off under his own power. I think he just kind of maybe got knocked a little woozy there. The officials convening in the middle of the field, not sure what the conference is about. But the ball should be going west. Now they signify the foul again. And the personal foul was called on Noah Macklin. The ball will be moved back to the 20, bigger than that. It'll go all the way back to the 15-yard line. So that'll make it second and about 14 for the Braves. Minute 40 left in the half.
Second and 14 on the 15.
Bellmont has not turned the ball over this evening, but boy, if Norwell can jar one loose here with a minute and a half left, they might be able to punch it in. Wilder calling the plays, and he will be back to pass. Looks left, and he gets a wide open number 3, I believe, and Colin Mills is going to go all the way as he runs away from the Norwell defense. No flags on the play. Boy, a well-structured play by Bellmont gets them on the boards first. They just took a straight shot down the field, and an excellent pass by Wilder to Mills. He caught it at about the 50, maybe the 45 of the Knights, and then ran away from the defense for a 6-0 Bellmont lead. Attempting the extra point, Wilder's the holder. I'll have to check that number for you. Ooh, tough snap. But the kick is up, and it's good. That's number 7, which I don't have a number 7 in my roster, so I apologize to him and his family. The kick was good, so it'll make it 7-0 Bellmont. Boy, and this has been a disappointing first half for the Knights. Twice they've had drives stall out in the red zone after good progress. And they trail right now by 7 here at the courtyard. Bellmont will kick off for second time this evening. They did win the toss, I believe, right, Reese?
They did.
They deferred to the second half. The first kick was a line drive. It was hauled in by Christian Bohata. It is 35, and again, I don't have a 35 on the roster that I was given. So 35 and 7 are the two mystery players, and if we can figure out who they are, we will certainly let you know, especially if you're a Bellmont fan. This is a good kick, fielded by Riley at about the 14. He cuts back upfield into the middle of the field. He's out across the 30, and that's where Norwell will start this drive with a minute 1 left in this first half. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Sun starting to set in the west. Some pretty colors popping out, as we can see from the press box here. Taylor with the man in motion gives it to him. That's Breggy trying to find room to the left. He cuts back to the right. Now he cuts upfield and does a great job of gaining some positive yardage there out to just about the 40-yard line. It was a sweep play, but that was a forward pass that Joe gave to him. It'll bring up 2nd and 2 for the Knights. Nice gain for Garrison. Clock ticks down to 30 seconds left in the half. Gotta think they might take a shot downfield here, Reese. Trailing by 7. And they do not. They hand it off to Ringer. Ringer up the middle. It'll be a first down. So it'll stop the clock with 15.6 seconds left in the half. The Knights might be able to get 2 plays off here if they can get it out of bounds. The play clock starts again. 10 seconds. They're only going to get 1 play off. Taylor looks over his shoulder at the game clock. The snap at 4.7 seconds. Joe back to pass. Now he'll tuck it in and try to get away from the Bellmont defense. He gets out of bounds, but the clock ran out. That will end the first half. As the official waves off any further play here in the first half, Norwell will go to the locker room trailing Bellmont 7-0. We'll take a break, hear from a few sponsors, and be back with some stats. And then we'll talk as much as we can, with as much knowledge as we can, about the homecoming court. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
Welcome back to the courtyard. Greg Van Meter letting you know we're also going to have on our video feed the marching band performing their show, so it's going to be an extensive halftime, Reese. What do you know about the band?
They're really good. That's basically all I know.
That's very insightful. Norwell's band's always good, Reese.
Yeah.
They are state caliber year in, year out. This band director, who, remind me of who he is.
Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly has done a great job since he came to Norwell here as the director. And so we're not going to be able to bring you the audio of, you might hear some of it, of the marching band performance, but you'll certainly be able to see it as Reese has the camera trained at midfield with the, there we go. That's a pretty good shot right there, Reese. Thank you. So we'll take another break here from a few more sponsors and be back with some information here for you shortly. Thanks for joining us.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business. The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday Fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker, and you don't want to get blindsided by a retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Welcome back to the courtyard. Norwell's marching band performing their competition routine, I believe. Is that right, Reese?
Yep.
Yep. So you might be able to hear that in the background as we go through some stats from the first half. Derek Decker texting me the stats, so maybe not quite as clear as what they normally are. I'm going to do my best to relay them to the audience. We're here at the courtyard. The NE8 opponents, Bellmont and Norwell, are competing. Bellmont leading by a score of 7-0. They scored late in the first half on a 85-yard pass from Jonathan Wilder to Colin Mills. Also, I found out a couple of players who weren't on my roster that I mentioned a couple of times. Jordan Felling is number 35. He does the kicking for Bellmont. Also number 7. I didn't catch the first name, but the last name is Razzo. So those two players who are not included on my rosters are the ones we've been talking about with those specific numbers. In the first half, Bellmont ran 12 times for a total of 27 yards net. Norwell ran it 26 times for 108 yards. Bellmont had 85 yards passing, all on that one play. Norwell had 32 yards passing. So Norwell outgained Bellmont in total offense 140 yards to 112 yards. But the story of this one so far is 2 fumbles in the red zone by Norwell. They've coughed it up twice and turned it over twice. Bellmont fumbled once, but they were able to retain it. And that actually turned out to be a big play in the first half. In addition, Bellmont has punted 3 times for 37 yards on average, and Norwell has punted once, just once, for a 36-yard average. Let's see, time of possession. Bellmont had it for 9 minutes and 34 seconds. Norwell again dominated in this area. They had it for 14 minutes and 26 seconds. Norwell has not had a penalty called on him in the first half. Bellmont had 4 for a total of 19 yards. Individually, for the Braves, Caden Freed, just a sophomore, leading the way, 5 carries for a total of 24 yards. For Norwell, Carson Ringers carried the vast majority of the load. He's gained 68 yards on 18 carries. Also, Garrison Breggy carried it twice for 16 yards, and Joe Taylor 3 for 9. Bryce Kelly 1 for 8. Eli Riley 1 for 4. And Christian Bohada 1 for 3. Passing, Jonathan Wilder had that one big completion, only threw it twice, for an 85-yard score. Joe Taylor for the Knights attempted 5 passes, completed 3 for a total of 32 yards. Colin Mills, the big receiver for Bellmont, caught that 1 pass for 85. Christian Bohada caught 1 pass for 22 yards for the Knights. And Garrison Breggy and Landon Geiger each caught a pass for 5 yards apiece. No interceptions by either squad. The game started right at 7 o'clock. And let's see here. Got to get to the defensive stats. Here we go. Oh, no, those are the actual starters. So, don't have the defensive stats from the first half. They were obviously a lot of defense. Very fast first half, less than an hour it took to play that first half. We've still got about 11 minutes left in this half, but just to remind you that our halftime sponsor is the Bowling Center in Bluffton. At the Bluffton Bowling Center, your halftime can be made complete at our snack bar with delicious pizza and ice cold drinks. With 22 lanes, there's plenty of room for everyone to come practice or relax and bowl a game or two with friends. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton and is a perfect place to plan your next birthday party. Visit bowlbluffton.com. That's bowlbluffton.com. And I can tell you it is great for birthday parties. We've had several there over the years and been to several over the years as well. Stan does a great job down there as the Marching Knights halftime show has been completed. We mentioned the fact that it will be a long halftime, considering the fact that in addition to the Marching Knights performance, we're also going to recognize the homecoming court. Also pregame, the 1967 and 68 Norwell football teams. They are the first football teams in the history of the school recognized. Just to talk about them a little bit more, they played 7 games in their initial schedule in 1967, and they went 3-4 in that inaugural season. I guess that's it. There's not a lot on the team. A couple of pictures are in here. The rest of the fall sports also mentioned. And that's from the 1968 yearbook for the Knights. And if I remember right, I believe for the first year, I'm pretty sure that the school was actually split into 2 campuses because the main building here at Norwell was not complete in that first year. And so Lancaster and Ossian split the students in that first year, and that's where they were. So that's kind of a cool story. As Reese turns off his sound. Reese, you got to get rid of that cough. We'll get you some cough drops or something. Norwell's dance team now at midfield. That's who we've got our camera on. The 10 members of the Norwell dance team strutting their stuff. You'll find out more about them on senior night. That'll be here before you know it. This is week 4, and there's only 9 games in the regular season. Not sure when that last game will be. Maybe we can identify that here. Norwell, their next game will be at New Haven. New Haven, a good ball club again this year. Senior night will be on October 6th. That'll be against Huntington North here at the Courtyard. And then the Knights will end up the regular season on the 13th at Columbia City. In between the New Haven and Huntington North games, the Knights will be back home against the Knights on the 22nd. And East Noble is a very good football team this year. And then they're away at DeKalb on the 29th before they come back home for homecoming on homecoming senior night on October 6th. So the dance team still on the field. The homecoming court still waiting patiently for them to complete their routine. That'll give us a chance to take another break, hear from a couple sponsors, and we will be back with the balance of the halftime show after these words.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to the courtyard as the homecoming court is announced. Reese, did you pick up on who this first couple is?
Tyler Kuntz, and I wasn't listening to the girl.
Reese?
The ad was taking over my senses.
Alex
Christensen.
Espy?
Esty.
Like Estee Lauder.
Sure.
Estee Lauder is a line of makeup, stuff like that.
Oh.
And the male, we'll know here in just a second, as the public address announcer here, Jamie Feldheiser, reads her bio. Esty is a very unique first name.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. Dylan Felger, her escort. So, who do you think, who's going to win, Reese? Are you going to can you handicap this for us?
I don't know.
Who do you give the best odds to?
Best odds, I'd say it's a split between Tyler and Carson Ringer.
Is Carson down there in his football uniform?
Yes, he is.
Hopefully he doesn't slip on the track with his cleats. That's always my biggest fear when football players are in the homecoming court. Oh, I know this young lady, Sadie Mann. As she is being escorted by...
I'm not sure.
We'll hopefully know in just a moment.
Yep.
He's a tall young man.
He is really tall.
It looks to be... Is that a band uniform he's got on? I think it is. Either that or he's wearing a Star Trek uniform. No, I see. That's the... that is the sash for being a homecoming key. I didn't see it till he turned around, so I apologize. Brandon Nicholson. He is tall. He's 6'5" at least. As I'll tell you what, he looks a lot different without a basketball uniform on. I'm used to seeing him in a basketball uniform. Cleans up pretty nice. Well, they all do.
Yep.
I see that we've got a couple of. Do they all look? Maybe they all have ties on. But Brandon's tie is pretty much covered by a gray sweater. We're not going to critique their outfits. I do like the black suit, though. You know, if I was handicapping this based on attire, the guy in the black suit wins. What's his name?
Tyler Kuntz.
Now, yeah, Carson's in his football uniform, so he's not gonna win the best dressed union.
Nope.
And who's the girl?
I missed the name.
I did too. I apologize for that. We'll know here in a second.
Yep.
Abby?
Abby something.
Of course, Carson Ringer, who is the only foot player out there. The court consists of 5 couples. And I believe they announced the winners right immediately. Abby Hoover? I think Abby Hoover, I think I heard. Sierra Mosier?
I'm pretty sure it's Sierra Mosier.
That's what I heard. I think that's what I heard. Yep, Sierra. If you can hear public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser, he is reading their I thought that was Luke. That's Luke Zettis. And again, I'm not used to seeing these guys outside of their athletic uniforms. Luke cleans up pretty well. I'll tell you what, that blue shirt, that competes with the black suit.
It does?
Yep, I think so. Even though it's not a jacket, that's a good look. And of course, they all look great. So there's your homecoming court. Now I think they're going to announce the winners right now. Oh. Candace Eckert was the 2016 homecoming queen. She, I think, is going to present the awards.
Yep.
Yes.
And first, the moment you've been waiting for, the 2017 homecoming theme this year is Tyler Coots.
Hey, told you.
Yep.
Tyler Coots, the black-suited representative of the homecoming court. Boy, and see, this is why, Reese, that crown looks excellent with that black suit.
Homecoming queen
There you go.
is Abby Hoover.
Abby Hoover is your homecoming queen. I believe she's going to get a tiara. A gorgeous tiara. And Abby Hoover and Tyler Coots, your 2017 Norwell queen and king, respectively. As Abby gets her flowers. And a roar from the crowd goes up. The time has run out on the game clock, so pictures are ensuing at this point from a variety of parents, well-wishers, media, TV. I can't get a good picture from up here, although iPhones are pretty good. Let me see, Reese.
Zooming
Let me
in.
see if I can get a good picture here of the homecoming court. Oh, this is not going to be good. And I'll tell you why it's not going to be good, Reese, because I am not a good picture taker by any stretch of the imagination.
I would have to say the same thing.
Okay, there is your homecoming court now recorded for millennia on my phone as both teams retake the field. We will take another break, as we do appreciate you joining us for this long halftime show brought to you by the Bowling Center. It's a lot of fun for us to see these kids enjoying their senior year, the homecoming court, and, of course, the rest of the performing groups, the dance team, and the marching band. We will be right back here at the courtyard for the second half after these words from our sponsors. It's Greg Van Meter along with Reese Schwartz bringing you the action tonight. Talk to you again in a minute.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Troxel Equipment Company, a family-owned business, is dedicated to making you a satisfied customer with the best possible equipment, parts, and service. 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash. You can find a full line of John Deere equipment, mowers and generators from Honda, blowers and chainsaws by Steel. Experience superior service and selection at Troxel Equipment, your solutions dealer. Find them online at troxelequipment.com.
Welcome back to the courtyard. We're less than a minute away from starting this third quarter with the Knights trailing Bellmont by 7. As we start the third quarter, we'd like to let you know that you can take steps to be a better you and be a part of something greater by joining the Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA. We're located at 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, where right now all 7th graders in Wells County can get a Y free membership. That probably should say free Y membership. Help your student thrive in a safe environment. So, Reese, you're beyond 7th grade. You do not qualify for a free Y membership. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
You were probably getting excited about that for a moment, I would think.
Totally.
Norwell will kick off to start this second half. The first time they kicked this evening could be, I believe, Chris Bear. He has done the kicking for the Knights to this point this season. Yeah, it is Chris. Deep for Bellmont. I believe that's Freed. That's a short kick, and it's recovered by number 55 for the Braves. That's Nate Ullman at the 36, 37-yard line. Yep, 36. That's where Bellmont will start the second half. We're just starting the third quarter here at the courtyard, along with Reese Schwartz. This is Greg Vamier. And I want to mention again the 2 players that we didn't know who they were in the first half. Number 35, Jordan Felling, and number 7, didn't catch the first name, but the last name, Razzo. So we'll identify them as we talk about the second half. Wilder with a quick handoff has dropped in the backfield is Matt Laughlin, and boy, great penetration there by the Knights defensive line. They dropped Laughlin for about a yard loss. Bellmont scored late in the first half on an 85-yard touchdown pass from Jonathan Wilder to Colin Mills. Mills, the fastest player on the field at that point, as he ran away from Norwell's defense. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Braves. Wilder hands it off again, and a short gain as Laughlin again carries it over the left side. Cole Lewison on the tackle. That'll make it 3rd and 9 for the Braves.
3rd and 9 on the 37.
As this sunset continues to glow a little bit in the western sky. Beautiful lavender colors to the west. Wilder under center, man in motion. That was Mills actually, and Wilder is going to be brought down and sacked for a big loss. Preston Graham credited with the sack. Man, he got him about 8 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th and 17 for the Braves. They will kick. And I believe it's Trevor Ortiz back to do the kicking for the Braves. Eli Riley, and I think that's Breggy, set to receive the kick. Ortiz with another good kick towards Riley. Riley fields it, drops it, and will fall on it at about the 37-yard line. That's where the Knights will take over with 10:01 left on the clock here in the third quarter. The Knights trail by 7. The crowd has thinned at Norwell as the people who were just here for homecoming I think the reason, Reese, that most of them left was because they lost their bets on the homecoming king and queen. If they'd have just been listening to the show, they would have known who to vote for and would have won the king.
Yep.
I've been picking that for years, Reese.
You have?
Oh, absolutely. Taylor rolls out and pitches to, I believe that's Ringer, as he crosses the 40-yard line. Brought down by Shaw for the Braves. Braden Shaw is a 6'6" senior. He's been very active this evening. Also listed at 235 pounds, as we've got an official's timeout. Number 52 for the Braves, I think, has an equipment issue. That's Sam Weiss. I believe that's the proper pronunciation. This is as a 6-foot junior. He'll walk towards the Bellmont sideline. He's replaced by 55, Nate Ullman. Nate Ullman is just a sophomore. 6 foot, 215 pounds, playing on, as it looks like, a defensive end. As Taylor jogs back to the huddle. And I'll tell you, I think I mentioned it once before, but the inside of this press box, much better. Much better. Looks very nice. New paint job. It's a textured paint job as 23, Carson Ringer, burst through the line of scrimmage and got himself a first down as they move the chains for the Knights. .9:20 left in this third quarter. The ball on Norwell's 49-yard line. They've not had much trouble moving the ball this evening. They've just had a couple errors in the red zone that have kept them from scoring. Ringer again, big hold made by Norwell's offensive line, and Ringer again with a first down into Bellmont territory. That's going to be spotted at the 40-yard line. Boy, and they are giving Carson Ringer some room to run here to start the second half. Two receivers split on each side for Joe Taylor. Taylor hands it off again. Ringer with the head of steam and about a 4-yard pickup. On a tackle for Bellmont was Braden Shaw. Ball is spotted at the 36-yard line. And again, Norwell moving the football. Riley by his lonesome split to the right side. Taylor will look left, and Landon Geiger is drilled by number 16, Aaron Lehrman, and that's going to draw a big penalty as it's a helmet hit. He actually knocked off Landon's helmet. I think Landon's all right, though. But, boy, he went down like a shot, and that'll be at least a 15-yard penalty on Aaron Lehrman, as they just do not allow helmet-to-helmet contact anymore. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't. I was reading this study that came out not too long ago where they studied the brains of 111 NFL players who had passed on. 110 showed evidence of CTE, CTE being the problem that's caused by multiple small concussions and big concussions as well, and causes dementia, early onset dementia, suicidal thoughts, all kinds of problems for those guys. And boy, your heart aches for them as they gave their bodies to their sports and their teams and their communities, and just really suffering at this point in their lives. Guys like Jim McMahon, who can't go out, can't have light on without dark glasses. And he's so sensitive to light. And we'll see how they mark this off against Bellmont. Bellmont fans not happy about it, but boy, that was clearly a helmet-to-helmet hit. And you know what? I think they ejected Aaron Lehrman as he went to the Bellmont sideline and has his helmet off. And, it was kind of a weird play. I don't think when Lehrman started his tackle toward Landon Geiger, I don't think he was meaning to hit him in the head. But Landon, the ball was not real close to being able to be received. Landon kind of contorted his body a little bit and just got blasted by Lehrman. Yeah, half of the distance to the goal line from the spot of the foul. So the ball's going to be marked at the 10, and it'll be first and goal for the night. So another golden opportunity here for Norwell inside the red zone. First and goal. Similar situation to the last time here. The handoff is to Ringer. Ringer plows his way up to about that's Bryce Kelly. And Kelly really doing a good job of running north and south. The ball's going to be spotted just outside the 5-yard line, and another official's timeout as an official is down. Not sure what happened there, Reese.
Me neither.
It might have been a case of shock over the homecoming results. What do you think? Think that's a possibility?
You never know.
It could be, but he's not looking real comfortable. Well, actually looks comfortable, but he doesn't look like he's ready to get up down there as the official is down at about the 3-yard line, being tended to by trainers, coaches. Looks like now there's some media out there.
This must be serious.
It must be serious if the media's out there. It's not the media. I'm just messing with Reese. One of my favorite pastimes. We will take a break while the official is attended to. Hear from First Bank of Bern and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FD.
Well, the official is on his feet. I think he's going to stay in the game. Some tough news for Cub fans. Brewers lead early in that game. Ryan Braun hit a 2-run homer. And the official is done. We don't know what happened to him. We don't know if he was hit. He's walking okay.
I see a slight limp.
Yeah, I think you're right. Limping slightly on his right leg, it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we sure hope he's okay. As the officials are down one member, it's second and goal. The ball spotted at about the 6-yard line. This game was really moving along, and now we've had several reasons for delay here in the second half. Well, now we're going to get going. As hopefully nobody pulls a muscle after this lengthy delay. It's Ringer again over the right side this time, and he'll get inside the 5-yard line. That ball's going to be spotted at the 4. Another official's timeout, as they will make, it's like Colin Mills with a slight limp heading towards the sideline. I think he'll be all right. He's replaced by number 11, I believe, which I don't have a number 11 on my roster, so I apologize for that. Again, and a timeout that now is going to be called by Bellmont as they will talk about it. It's 3rd and 4 for the Knights with the ball just 4 yards from the goal line. 7:23 on the clock. Gives us a chance to hear from Pizza Hut. We'll be right back after these words.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome back to the courtyard. The Knights 3rd and 4 to put 6 on the board. Two receivers to the left, 2 running backs, an unusual set for the Knights. The pitch over the left side and into the end zone. The Knights, with their first score of the evening, that was Carson Ringer that took the pitch and just got over the goal line. Looking to tie it up will be Chris Bear as the train horn is sounded. Good snap. Good looking kick from here, and that ties up the ball game. It's 7-7 with 7:17 left on the clock here in the third. How about that, Reese? The Knights tie it up.
That's pretty good.
Well, they'd had several opportunities in the red zone to score. The first 2 times they were there, they lost fumbles, but this time Carson Ringer with his strong hands into the end zone. Strong kick by Chris Bear, and we are tied here at the courtyard on homecoming night. I mentioned it a couple times, but in addition to homecoming, it's also a celebration of the first football team in Norwell history. That was in the fall of 1967, and that was 50 years ago this season. Bear will kick off for the Knights. Deep for Bellmont. I believe that's free back there. Tough to see his number from this angle. And Belmont's numbers you can see fine. It's just the uniforms are so tight now that oh my goodness, what a catch. As Bear kicked a line drive to the front line of the Bellmont receiving squad, and good hands by A.J. Cable, just a sophomore, listed at 6'2", 205, as he fielded it right at midfield. The ball will be spotted at the 50. That's where Bellmont will start their drive. That's a good play.
Yeah, it
was smoked. A line drive. Cable caught it about chest high. And Bear has not tried to kick it deep either on either of his kickoffs. He's kept it low. And the Braves trying to respond to Norwell's tying score. The handoff is inside. That's Laughlin. And he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. Yeah, Bryce Kelly making the tackle. 2nd and 6 now for the Braves. And by the way, I'm related to at least one member of that 67 football team. Monty Fisher, the current Wells County Sheriff, was a member of that squad. Saw him before the game. As Glendon Glasgow makes the tackle, but only after Bellmont attained first down yardage. Ball spotted on the Norwell 35. So a couple of big gains here by the Braves have started this drive. Wilder with Metz in motion, hands off inside, and Laughlin is stopped. I don't know if Caden Freed might have tweaked something, as he was the primary ball carrier in the first half for the Braves, and he has not been out there. Trevor Ortiz is still in the receiving corps for Bellmont, as I was confusing his number 8 with Freed's number 9 a couple of times. Wilder with the pitch, and oh boy, good stick there by Kyle Henshin. Put a hit on the ball carrier there. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Braves. Boy, great pursuit by the Norwell defense. And that was just a classic textbook tackle just inside the 35-yard line. Wilder back to pass. He rolls left. Oh, and he overthrew his intended receiver. Laughlin was his intended receiver out there in the flat, and the pass wasn't particularly close to him. It'll bring up 4th down for the Braves, but I'm guessing they'll go for it here with the ball inside the 35. Bringing in the play from the sideline is Luke Strickler, number 81. Wilder explains to the rest of his offense what's going on. Ortiz split to the right, and Wilder back to pass. He's chased out of the pocket, and he is going to pick up the first down and a little more, as he's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Bryce Kelly, Carson Ringer in on the tackle. Well, Wilder did a good job of recognizing that Norwell's defensive pressure had kind of gone past him, so he just tucked it and ran it down the right sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line for the Braves. 4:35 left in this third quarter. Metz in motion. Wilder keeps it and picked up a couple. It'll bring 2nd and 6 for the Braves. Boy, and that was a big play by Jonathan Wilder to pick up that first down on 4th down. First 4th down play converted by either team this evening. Wilder hands it off to Laughlin. Laughlin gets loose on the left side, and I think he got a first down there. Looks like he did. Which one of those is your dad over there, Reese? My eyes aren't good enough to tell from here. It is 1st and goal on the 7 for the Braves.
I think it's the one in the pants.
Okay. Well, there's several over there in pants, but I
the one
appreciate
that
you trying to
currently isn't holding one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. On the east side. 1st and 7 for the Braves, and into the end zone is Matt Laughlin, and I don't think he was touched on his way to the end zone. Bellmont retakes the lead. It's 13-7 as Razzo will come on to attempt his second extra point. His first one was a good kick by Razzo. Got Wilder holding for him. Soccer-style kicker. Might be a soccer player, not sure. Good snap. Good kick. And it is 14-7. Bellmont with 3:34 left in the third quarter. We will take a quick break and be right back.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Reese, I know you're not young enough to get a free Y membership, but I think you should join. Because when you do join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're a part of something greater. Take the first step towards a healthier you, just like Reese. Join the Y, the Kaler Nickel Foundation YMCA at 550 West Dustman in Bluffton. Norwell will receive the kick. Jordan Felling kicked off the first few times for the Braves. I would expect he would again. The breeze has actually picked up a little bit, and it looks to be coming out of the northeast, kind of an unusual direction. Especially after sunset. Well, now the flag's settling right back down. That might just have been a brief little surge of wind. That is Jordan Felling. A long line of Fellings at Bellmont High School. Jordan, just the latest. I believe he's a sophomore, but I'm not sure about that. Here's the kick, and it is a good kick. Fielded by Riley inside the 15. He's got blockers, and he's across the 35, where he'll be brought down, and that's where the Knights will take over. Again, trailing Bellmont by 7. Bellmont the only team to score in the first half. Norwell responded, and then you got to give Bellmont credit. They came right back on the next possession and put another touchdown on the board. Norwell's defense looked a little tired on that drive. That's Breggy. And a couple of nice moves. Picks up the first down. He's out to midfield. Very nice pick up there by Garrison Breggy as he took the football over and around the left side. Garrison's had a couple of nice carries tonight. Ball on Norwell's 49-yard line. Landon Geiger's back in there. Good to see him back on the field after that helmet-to-helmet hit. A handoff to Ringer, who's having a big night. Carson, let me check to see what his yardage was in the first half. Let's see here. Picked up 68 yards in the first half on 18 carries, and he's had several very nice carries here in the second half already. So threatening to go over 100 yards here tonight is Carson Ringer, their feature back. 2:21 left in this third quarter. And Taylor keeps it this time. The pass to Bohata, and Bohata close to a first down. It'll just depend on the spot. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be marked as a first down. Yeah, it is for the Knights, as the ball will be spotted at the 41-yard line. So about a 12-yard completion there for Joe Taylor. Well, it really loosens up the running game when you can complete some passes. have the quarterback make some plays. The same play is called to Bohada. This time it's sniffed out by the Bellmont defense, and Christian might have gained a yard. That was Strickler on the tackle for the Braves. It was a yard gain for Norwell. And Bohada, another passing yard. And another official's timeout, as we've apparently got an equipment issue. Having to come out is Belden Glasgow, as I think he had a elbow pad come loose or something. That's what the official was pointing to, was his elbow. And a flag and a whistle on the play. That's most likely going to be against your Knights. We'll see. And it is offensive offsides by Norwell. So it's going to push it back 5 yards and make it 2nd and 14 with a minute 37 left in the quarter. Good ball game here at the Courtyard on homecoming night. 14-7 Bellmont leading things. Norwell has moved the ball pretty good all night long. Been in the red zone 3 times, scored once. Ringer with the carry, and boy, he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a yard if they're generous with the spot. Yep, that'll make it 3rd and 13. So a big play coming up here for the Knights as Glasgow back in to the lineup. I believe he's out there, yep. 4 receivers for the Knights. Bohada goes in motion. And Taylor back to pass. Rolls right, looking downfield, and finds, I believe that was Bohada. Yep, complete on the far side. Be a nice gain for the Knights. But it will leave about 4 yards. And 4th down coming up for the Knights. Ball spotted on Belmont's 35-yard line. Got to believe that's 4-down territory for the Knights. As the offense heads towards the sideline, they're going to let the clock run out to end the 3rd quarter. We've got a good one here at the Courtyard. We're glad you're with us. We'll take a break, hear from a couple of sponsors, and be back with 4th quarter action after these words.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
Norwell with a 4th and 4. It's a big play to start this 4th quarter. Taylor back to pass. Rolling left, looking for a receiver. He finds one, and it's caught. Turned upfield by, is that Bohada again? No, it was Garrison Breggy. Unfortunately, there is a holding penalty going to be called on the Knights, and they'll have to try it again from even further. Boy, nice pass by Joe Taylor, and that's going to drive the Knights back far enough that they're going to have to bring out the punt team. Well, that's a shame, as it was an excellent play by Taylor and Bohada. They had more than enough for the first down, but a holding penalty in the backfield. will force the Knights to punt it away, as that's a 10-yard penalty, and actually a 15-yard penalty. It's a bunch. It says 4th and 17 on the scoreboard. It's probably about right, as Riley back to punt again. Another drive. Oh, beautiful snap. Riley, good kick down the right side. Oh, it takes a huge Norwell bounce, and look at this. The second time tonight, Riley able to get a punt inside the 10. That's actually going to be closer to the 5. And another good kick by Eli Riley, the freshman, doing a good job. And the way he punts is a little bit different looking, as he kind of punts on the run. But he gets some good yardage on the roll. Bellmont will take over at their own 5-yard line with 11:42 left in this one. The Braves leading 14-7. They'll try to add to it, but mostly they're going to try to take a lot of time off the clock with this drive. Don't think you'll see them throw unless absolutely necessary. Wilder's only thrown a few times anyway. The handoff, and oh boy, busting through the line. Good play there by Laughlin as he breaks free for a first down. Ball's coming all the way out to the 17-yard line. Boy, the Braves front line did a great job of opening up a hole. You could just, especially from our angle, you could see it open up for Laughlin. And he split it to pick up the first down. Wilder, another handoff. I think that's Laughlin again. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he might have picked up a yard there. There's actually still a pretty good crowd here for Norwell. The student section hanging in there. They haven't sat down the whole game. Been on their feet. And the other interesting thing here at Norwell, it's probably the same at every high school as I think about it, but a lot of fans lined up around the fence on the home side. Don't know why that is. It's a high school thing.
Yep. Except
for in Texas, where they have $60 million high school fields. Wilder hands off inside. And you know, it's starting to rain out there, Reese.
It is?
Yeah. See it?
Oh, yeah, now I see it.
It's a very light mist. And now people starting to cover up in the stands. That just started. And aren't you happy you're not on the roof?
Yep.
3rd and 4 on the 23 for the Braves. I tell you, I remember Noah Tobias was on the roof for several games that were just brutal. Windy, cold, rainy. As Wilder keeps it and picked up the first down, it looks like. Norwell has not spent a timeout yet here in the second half, and the crowd leaving the stands. Norwell trailing by 7. And, you know, it's not coming down hard by any stretch. But it's going to have to stop by the end of the game because I will not carry out equipment in the rain. So
it's all going to be covered.
You will. But well, I'm not worried. I'm worried about me, Reese. I'm not worried about the equipment. Come on, man.
You won't melt.
Yeah, I might. I'm old and frail. As that throw by Taylor, well short of Cullen Mills. Excuse me, that was intended for Trevor Ortiz. That 8 looked like a 3. And rain even lighter. Although I just heard somebody say it wasn't done. So somebody's obviously looking at the radar, weather radar. 2nd and 10 for the Braves. Wilder handed it off inside, and I don't think he picked up anything. That was Freed, who's back in the game. Don't know why he was out for a long time there.
3rd and 9 on the 30.
But Freed was stacked up after maybe a yard gain, maybe none. 3rd and 9, and it's a long 9 for the Braves. 8:30 left in this one. The Knights need to get the ball back. They need a stop here. In motion is Metz, and another false start for Bellmont. They've had issues with that tonight. I think that'll be their 4th one. They had 3 in the first half. Yep, that's what it is. And that'll make it 3rd and about 14. I'll have to check some other scores from around the area. In Chicago, Brewers still lead the Cubs 2-0 there, along with the Cardinals. 5 games behind the Cubs in the National League Central. Wilder back to pass, looks left, and it's that was a dying quail thrown out to the left side. It was hauled in by Noah Macklin as he came back from the ball. Glasgow with the tackle, and it wasn't pretty, but it worked out well for the Braves. It'll be another first down as the ball spotted at the 45-yard line of Bellmont. See if we can find some other information here. As the handoff doesn't go anywhere for Bellmont. Good pursuit by the Knights. Geiger in on the tackle, as was Bryce Kelly. That was Laughlin on the carry for the Braves. 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Still time for the Knights, but they got to get the ball back. They need to stop the Braves here. There's another handoff. Oh boy, and Laughlin able to break a tackle there. Got another first down, and that's great job by Laughlin to get the first down. Well, I just saw it. I don't know. You probably don't know him, Reese, but there's a country band called Montgomery Gentry. Troy Gentry was killed today in a helicopter crash.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They were a good group. They haven't had a lot of big hits recently, but, boy, they were huge for quite a time. Another penalty on the Braves is going to move the ball back. It'll be spotted at Norwell's 46. It'll be first down there, 1st and 15. Pulling up the Wayne TV Highlight Zone football scoreboard. And right now there's not much on it. Another penalty flag. And I think that's going to be another false start. It is on the Braves. Boy, they've had a real issue with that this evening. .602 left in this one. Bellmont's done a good job of maintaining this drive. However, it might be tough when it's first and... That looks more like 1st and 20 to me. But it might only be 1st and 19. What do you think, Reese? that look like 19 or 20 yards to you?
I think it looks more like 19.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's at least 19 and a half, as Belmont's going to use another timeout. That's their second that they've used in the second half, so they got one left. We will take a break along with the Braves. There's 5:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Belmont up 14-7, and they have the football, staring at a 1st and 19. We'll be right back.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker, and you don't want to get blindsided by a retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
You know why that's a long commercial, Reese?
Why?
Because there is a ton of disclosures. We appreciate Steffen Financial sponsoring our broadcast this fall. Oh, boy, that looked like another penalty. However, the pass is hauled in. That's Noah Macklin with a nice leaping catch. They had to go up to get that one, and that's a nice gain for the Braves, as the ball's going to be spotted at Norwell's 39. It'll make it 2nd and about 7 for the Braves. As that is not going to work. Laughlin again on the carry for Bellmont. Kyle Hinchin on the tackle. And a nice gain, though, for the Braves. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Big play here. The Knights need a stop. The ball spotted on their 35. Hand it off up the middle. It's going to be another first down for the Braves. That's Laughlin, as he's gotten the majority of the carries here in the second half. Some halftime scores from around the area. One game that we've got a score on in the third quarter. Homestead is thumping Bishop Dwenger right now, 28-0 in the third quarter. Leo on top of New Haven at halftime, 17-14. That's an NE8 game. 4 minutes left, and Bellmont continues to sustain this drive. Wilder keeps it and jumps ahead for about a 6-7 yard gain. Landon Geiger on the tackle, and now Norwell's going to have to use a timeout. They have 2 left. We'll take a break as well. Bellmont leading 14-7, only 3:52 left on the clock here at the courtyard. We'll be right back.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
To reset here, it's 2nd and 5 for Bellmont. It's a short 5. Bellmont used 2 of their timeouts. Norwell 1. Bellmont leading by 7 and with the football. A couple of receivers split to the left for Wilder. And Norwell's defense is tired. They need to try to stand up here and stop this Bellmont team. And there's a play as almost in the backfield before the ball was handed off were a couple of Knights. Laughlin was on the carry. A couple yards loss on the play as Bryce Kelly made the tackle. Norwell's going to have to burn another timeout, and we'll keep it here, Reese. Do a couple of live reads. Indiana Physical Therapy has highly trained professionals that treat all type of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com. That's INDIANAPT.com. Also, Daniel's Jewelers does in-house repair. I know that to be a fact. Specializing in restoration and resetting, prong retipping, and resizing. Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from many designers and settings. Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton. Just like football and tailgating go together, so does home and auto insurance. Save time and money by combining your home and auto and score some savings. See State Farm agent Kevin Beatty. Kevin, a longtime sponsor of the Voice Enterprises. Joe Taylor keeping warm on the near sideline. Throwing some passes, and now the Knights defense needs to step up. 3rd and 8. Wilder hands off inside. That's Laughlin again, and Laughlin is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And Norwell's going to have to burn their last time out with 3:40 on the clock. 4th down coming up, 4th and 8. No gain. They say no gain on the play by Laughlin. Enjoy Friday fun every Friday from noon to 6. And bowl for just $1 with a 50-cent shoe rental. You can't beat that deal, Reese. You can't beat it with a stick. That's at the Bluffton Bowling Center on South Main Street in Bluffton. Go see Stan. $1 bowling, 50-cent shoes. Now, you can't keep the shoes.
Yeah.
You have to rent them and give them back. And they spray them between each rental. Have you spent a lot of time at the bowling center?
Not last summer.
Not last summer. I love bowling. Can't bowl much anymore. Bad arm. Heidi Automotive is celebrating over 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with a great selection of new and used vehicles. An outstanding service department. Visit HeidiMotors.com to view their inventory. I've been at this so long we hardly had any .coms back when we started this thing. Had a few. Big play here for the Knights. Wilder back to pass. Throws long, heading for Macklin, and it is a touchdown. As they say, Noah Macklin hung on to that football. That was Garrison Breggy trying to defend the play, and well, that's just a great individual play by Noah Macklin. And that's going to make it tough for the Knights to come back because it's 20-0. Razzo out there to attempt the extra point for the Braves. It's going to be tough for the Knights to score twice with no timeouts left and just 3:30 on the clock. Razzo lines up the extra point kick. Well, that's a great play by Noah Macklin. It's up, and it is good. 21-7. Bellmont with 3:32 on the clock. That was a great play, great catch by Noah Macklin on the left side of the front of the end zone. You okay, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That cough is like endemic with you. Do you just cough? Do you cough all the time, pretty much? Or just when you're with me? Is it me? Am I causing your cough?
You never know.
Is that the problem?
I've been sick for the past few weeks, but it's died down a little bit.
So you're feeling better. You're healing.
Slowly but surely.
The rain has stopped here at the courtyard. The blankets and umbrellas and sheets all put back away. Hopefully it will not start again before the end of this one. Well, the Knights need to score, and they need to score quick. They're down by 14 points as Jordan Felling tees it up. Eli Riley deep for the Knights. It's been a fun evening here at the courtyard, regardless how it turns out, with the homecoming court, new king and queen for 2017, and the 67 Knights football team. There's a flag thrown. That might be an illegal tackle of some kind. Sinclair credited with the tackle for Bellmont as a holding. Well, unfortunately, it's going to go on the Knights. It's a block in the back. Not sure who that was called on, but the Knights are going to have to start a ways back from where the ball was taken to by Eli Riley. They'll start at their own 22. 1st and 10 for Norwell. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Taylor rolling to the right, looking for a receiver downfield. He throws short, and it's caught inbounds. Nice catch by Eli Riley. He slipped out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. 2nd and a short 2 for Norwell. That's a pretty good pass by Taylor. He checked down, probably his 3rd option on that play. Second and 2 for the Knights. Taylor again back to pass. And another call is going to be made as a flag is thrown in the Norwell backfield. Pass was complete, but they're going to bring it back. Holding. As the Norwell faithful here in the press box did not agree with that call. The flag was thrown decisively by the referee. Of course, the officials are down a man. There's 3 of them out there. As one of the officials was injured and went home. Took his whistle and went home, Reese. Slightly limping when he left, so he's probably getting some ice on it right now. 2nd and 17 for the Knights after that big penalty call. That's too bad, too, because there's another good throw by Joe Taylor. Looking downfield, and the ball is not caught by Eli Riley. Eli thought he did catch it, but they're saying it's incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 17 for the Knights. We're under 3 minutes left now, 2:50 on the clock. Norwell trailing by 14, 21-7. A lot of good kicking tonight by both sides. All 4 scores have been converted on the extra point side. Taylor looking well downfield, and that had to be interference. They're going to call it on Noah Macklin. Riley still almost held on to the ball as Macklin got to him just a little bit early, got there before the ball did. That's going to be a foul. And it's not like the NFL where they mark it from the spot of the infraction. Go back and mark it, step it off from the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Knights by the time they mark this off. They'll set it right at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 2 for the Knights. 2:44 left. Joe Taylor able to pile up some passing numbers here with their 2-minute offense. Rolls right. Looks downfield, and again, another flag's going to be thrown as Noah Macklin arrives to Garrison Breggy a little too early. Doesn't like either one of those calls, but they were both right. You never like them when they go against you. It'll be a first down for the Knights, as it'll move the ball out to right around the 45-yard line. Oh, that's cool. The Detroit Tigers just turned a triple play against the Blue Jays. 5-4-3. First down for the Knights at the 45. Only about a minute's ticked off the clock since they started this drive. Taylor overthrows Breggy. So that'll make it 2nd and 10. Joe Taylor over to the near sideline to get the next play. I'm guessing, Reese, it'll be a pass. I mean, there's been a lot of action with less than a minute leaving the game clock. 2nd and 10 for the Knights. Taylor back to pass. Looking downfield, pulls it down, and is sacked. That's number 62, I believe. It is. That's Braden Shaw. Boy, he has had a big night on the defensive side of the ball for the Braves. Norwell now with 3rd and 15. Taylor over the middle and too high for Christian Bohada. Christian went up and almost brought it down, but off his fingertips. And it'll bring up 4th down for the Knights with just over 2 minutes to go. They trail by 14. The Knights will rue the turnovers in the red zone tonight, as they had 2 of them in the first half. Joe Taylor takes the snap. Big play here for the Knights. With any chance, they got to complete this pass. And it is incomplete. Good defensive play by Colin Mills. The pass was intended for Garrison Breggy, and that'll turn it over to the Braves. The Knights have no timeouts left. So Bellmont will be able to, I believe, run out the clock here without, let's see, 4 times 25. No, they're going to have to. They're going to have to pick up 1. No, that's not right. They'll start this on the 40-yard line, and Bellmont just has to take care of the football. Play clock down to 5, and Laughlin with the carry. The ball is loose. Norwell saying they recovered it, and they did. Wow, that's a big break for the Knights. The first turnover for Bellmont is a fumble with 1:55 left. Norwell gets it right back at about where they had it. It'll be spotted on the Knights' 39-yard line. And boy, this second half has moved much slower than the first half did. The first half only lasted about 50 minutes or so. Taylor back to pass, throws short. That's going to be another holding penalty called on the Knights. And then there's going to be another penalty on this side. It's most likely going to go against Bellmont. A late hit out of bounds. The pass was complete to Garrison Breggy. Breggy's had several receptions already tonight. The officials will confer, because the first flag was against the Knights, I'm pretty sure, for holding. The second one against the Braves for a late hit along the Norwell sideline. So it was the 3 remaining officials confer. I'm guessing one of them saying, man, I wish we had that 4th guy out here. That's what I'm thinking they're saying out there, Reese.
It could be.
There's the hold indicated by the official. Now they're going to, and that's offset, maybe. No, they didn't say offset. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Bellmont, and now they're gonna. I think they're going to say the Knights. Well, they're going to mark the holding penalty off on the Knights. Now what are they going to do? Walk the other way? Why don't they just do the math? Okay. So there they stepped off the holding penalty against the Knights.
No, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Now yep, that's what they're going to do. Now they're going to step off a personal foul on unsportsmanlike conduct against the Braves. And that's going to put the ball right back where we started. So it's going to be 1st and 11, apparently. That should be 1st and 10, though. Yeah, whatever. Ball spotted on the 38. 1st and 10 for the Knights, according to the scoreboard. Less than a minute left in this one. Taylor looks downfield over the middle into a lot of traffic. It's broken up by Colin Mills as it was intended for, I believe that was Carson Ringer. Yeah, it was. That'll make it 2nd and 10 for Norwell. Boy, they haven't run any time off the clock, that's for sure. After recovering that fumble, they've got another chance here, but still they trail by 14 points. Taylor takes the snap, back to pass. His arm's going to fall off. He's throwing so much tonight. Rolling left and throws it out of the reach of Eli Riley. That'll make it 3rd down. And Joe, I believe, has already thrown more times tonight than he has in the first 3 weeks of the season. Minute 37 on the clock. The Knights are only running off 6-7 seconds per play, but it's 3rd down now. They need to complete this one. Taylor back to pass. Oh, he's being chased out of the pocket and brought down as number 52. That's Sam Weiss. Not credited with the sack, but certainly influenced the pass. That'll bring up 4th down for the Knights. Minute 32 left. Norwell next week will head to New Haven at halftime. New Haven trailed Leo 17-14. Good game going on up there, and Taylor's going to be brought down for a loss. And that will, for all intents and purposes, end this one, as long as Bellmont takes care of the football. They didn't do that the last time they got the ball back. Norwell got some extra plays, but to no avail. Bellmont takes over on the 39-yard line. Been no update to this particular scoreboard. Leo still showing as a 17-14 halftime leader over New Haven. And Bellmont in victory formation as Jonathan Wilder takes a knee. The game clock continues to run. Some other scores. Concordia was ahead of Bishop Lures 14-7 at halftime. Carroll thumping Northrop 28-7 at halftime. Snyder big over Southside 35-12. In the 4th quarter, South Adams, wow, they're thumping Heritage 48-3. Clock under a minute now. Bellmont will take another knee here in a few seconds as the clock rolls down to 5. And there's another snap, another knee. And now they're going to have to do it one more time, as there's about a 3-4 second difference between the game clock and play clock. Here's a final. Warsaw defeated Elkhart Memorial 17-6. And the halftime score, Woodland ahead of Bluffton. Woodland's a good football team this year. As Bellmont takes their final snap, the final seconds run off the clock. That'll end it here at Norwell. It's a 21-7 Bellmont victory. The Knights fall to 1-3 on the season. On homecoming evening, as the players shake hands in the middle of the field, we'll get some stats for you here, hopefully, and share those with you in a few minutes during our post-game show after these words from our sponsors.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-31000 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna Insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home. The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and can schedule you the same day you call. You can find any of our 17 Indiana Physical Therapy locations near you and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
At Bluffton Family Eye Care, our optometrists provide more than routine family eye care. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry are also specially trained to provide advanced treatment for eye infections, dry eyes, eye allergies, foreign body removal, and eye injuries. There are many treatments available for these eye health issues, and a treatment plan will be recommended based on your specific needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best.
To look and feel your best, visit Miller and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Welcome back to the courtyard where your Knights fall to Bellmont Braves, 21-7. Knights record goes to 1-3. Let's see here. That is not final. Wait a minute. That is got some stats here from Derek Decker. Oh, here we go. As we really appreciate Derek and everything he does. Of course, he'll be working for the Voice this winter and next spring, hopefully. This winter, of course, boys and girls basketball, and then spring baseball. The stat from this one, Bellmont scored first at the 1:08 mark of the second quarter on a Colin Mills reception of a Jonathan Wilder pass that went for 85 yards. Cole Razzo kicked the extra point. Then the Knights responded in the third, 7:17 on the clock. Carson Ringer ran it in from 4 yards out and converted the extra point kick. Then at 3:34, Matt Laughlin, of that third quarter, Matt Laughlin ran it in from 7 yards out, and again, Razzo converted the extra point. Then the final score in the Knights' coffin was with 3:32 left. Noah Macklin caught a 27-yard pass from Jonathan Wilder, and Cole Razzo, again, a perfect 3 for 3 on his extra point kicks this evening. Total offense tonight, Bellmont really picked it up in the second half. They outgained the Knights 262 yards to 215 yards, but this one was really a tale of turnovers, as the Knights, with a couple of big fumbles in the first half in the red zone. Bellmont also had a couple of fumbles. They turned it over once late, but were able to shut the Knights down after that. Individually, for Bellmont, Matt Laughlin led the way with 66 yards on 17 carries. Jonathan Wilder added 25 yards on 12 carries, and Caden Freed 25 yards on 6 carries. For the Knights, Carson Ringer led the way, broke the 100-yard mark, 25 carries for 103 yards. Garrison Breggy, 3 carries for 29 yards, and Bryce Kelly, 3 carries for 14 yards. Passing for Bellmont, Jonathan Wilder, 4-7 for 144 yards. Now, most of it was on that 85-yard catch by Colin Mills for the first score of this game. Joe Taylor threw it 17 times, completed 7 passes, and gained 57 yards. Receiving, Noah Macklin led the way for the Braves, 3 catches for 59 yards, and, of course, Colin Mills for that 85-yard catch. For the Knights, Christian Bohada had 4 catches for 39 yards. Eli Riley, 1 catch for 8. Garrison Breggy, 1 for 5. And Landon Geiger, 1 for 5 as well. As I'm reading this off my phone, and it's kind of tough to get the pictures to move the way I want them to. Let's see here. Done with that one. And, okay, this isn't going to... Okay, defensively this evening, leading the way for Bellmont's defense was Braden Shaw. He had 2 sacks for the game. Also, Preston Graham and Garrett Wright, were in on sacks for the Knights. Braden Shaw had another 5 tackles for the Braves and an assist. Caden Freed, 7 and 1. Colin Mills, 8 and 3. Big plays by those fellas. For your Knights, Bryce Kelly led the way, 5 tackles to assist. Kyle Henshin, 4 and 2. Landon Geiger, 4 and 0. Belden Glasgow, 3 and 1. Cole Lewison, another solid game, 3 and 1. Garrett Wright, 3 and 1 as well, and Christian Bohada and Garrison Breggy with 3 tackles apiece. Those are your stats for this one. The Knights fall to 1 and 3 on the season. We'll be back next week, week 5, from New Haven High School, where the Knights will take on the Bulldogs. That'll about do it from here this evening, Reese. Appreciate having you along.
It was fun. Good
deal. Look forward to seeing you next week at New Haven. And that'll do it from here at the Courtyard this evening. We appreciate you joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com. For Reese Schwartz, this is Greg Van Meter saying so long, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.